Chief Judge of the Federal Capital Territory FCT and Chairman FCT Judicial Service Committee Justice Hussaini Baba Yusuf wants access to justice for victims of health rights violation to be on the front burner in Nigeria. He said this during a human rights sensitization and legal training workshop on tuberculosis organized by Lawyers Alert, a non-governmental human rights organization. Represented by a judge of FCT High Court, Justice Olukayode Adeniyi, the Chief Judge noted that the international human rights law provision is justified and universally supported, recognizing and safeguarding human rights to ensure healthy living. He lauded Lawyers Alert for its thoughtful initiative culminating in organizing the training workshop, urging them to organize more trainings for judicial officers on human and health rights.
The Constitution as it is, even though has not specifically recognized rights to health as a fundamental right, but I believe the judiciary can proactively expand the Constitution and interpret the Constitution in such a way to include rights to freedom from discrimination on grounds of health as part of our fundamental rights in this country.
Director and Coordinator of National Tuberculosis, Leprosy and Buruli Ulcer Control Program at Federal Ministry of Health, Dr. Chukwuma Anyaike said the program is aimed at making Nigeria free of tuberculosis.
The National Tuberculosis, Leprosy and Buruli Ulcer Control has demanded to make Nigeria free of tuberculosis, to save lives, to kick out tuberculosis in the country. And all what we have been doing is basically on two strategies: improve on prevention, improve on the diagnostic, and improve on our treatment, making sure that people are retained in care for absolute cure, which is the sure way of cutting the chain of infection.
President of Lawyers Alert, Romy Mom, called on the executive and legislative arm of government in the country to ensure adequate funding for the initiatives and programs put in place to end tuberculosis in Nigeria.
Our parliamentarians, the National Assembly, including the executive, need to channel more resources into TB work. We need to resource TB work. It's about allocations, it's about implementations, it's about release of funding and all of that. We have, for example, the Human Rights Action Plan that has been put together by stakeholders. This action plan needs budgeting, it needs resources for implementation. This is very key if we're going to talk about gender and human rights-based approach.
A tuberculosis survivor, Oluwafunke Dosumu, said the discrimination and stigmatization that many TB patients experienced in the hands of health workers made them abandon the treatment.
There is need for every TB patient to know their rights as regards stigma and discrimination. In my own case, I wasn't stigmatized by my family. I had a lot of care and support from my family. But in some cases, when TB patients want to access health treatment, they get stigmatized and discriminated by some health workers, which will not give them the encouragement to go back for treatment. So there is need for more advocacy and creating of awareness as regards tuberculosis.
The training attracted lawyers, journalists, and persons affected by TB.